everybody, welcome back to PlumFiggy. This is Tammy. Alright, I got another project share for you. I'm not sure if you guys remember this cover, but this was originally the cover that I made for the Fall Leaves journal that I then had to scrap and do another cover for that one because I realized that the spine on the Fall Leaves journal wasn't going to work. So that left me with an empty cover, and that can't stay that way for very long. I mean, you can't leave it that way. I got to do something with it. So I went ahead and kind of did a little bit more work on it. Added a sari silk here that you can see. And yeah, so really pretty. It's so soft, you guys. I can't just, it's very silky and just soft. It's like a navy and gray, and it's kind of like a botanical pattern on it. It's really pretty. Okay, so what you may not remember is, or if you're new to this one, I don't know if you've seen this cover, but I did a little bit of collaging on the front here. This is a fabric covering some cardboard. I triple up some cardboard. So basically I use cardboard, and then I'll use either like file folder or thickness of paper somewhat like this, or actually what this one is, it's even thicker. I'm looking to see if I have, yeah, so I use like packaging type cardboard, not this one in particular, but so it's pretty sturdy. It feels like bookboard to me, but anyway, so it's got this really cool ticking fabric on the spine, and then I went ahead and added this kind of primitive cross stitch on the front and the back. I felt like it just kind of needed a little something more. So that's what that is. We've got some cheesecloth back there. There's some burlap. We got a little bit of green fabric. Underneath here is a leaf, die cut shape, some more cross stitching, and then some straight stitch there. This peach color is sari silk underneath this brown satin ribbon, a washi sticker that's of like a dried flower, and then this is actually another sticker that's made to look like a package where you could write your title of what's your journal. And then we have a sweet little fabric birdie right there. So that's the cover. All right, on the inside we have a floating, the signatures are not sewn into the spine. They are free flowing. You know, I didn't do as great of a job on this spine. I don't know if you can really see. It's not supposed to do that. I decided I'll still go ahead and sell this journal, but I'm going to discount this one because this is not my best work, and I'm going to put it out there right now. I mean, even though it's not my best work, it's still very usable. It's just, this isn't good enough for me to say I just can't sell this at a full price. So whoever ends up with this one, you're getting a pretty great deal. I'll knock off probably 20 or 25% off of the price on this one. But yeah, so let's go ahead and walk you through. So on the inside, we've got just some craft paper that I've done a very light distressing around the edges to kind of make it a little bit older looking. And then here I have a vintage typewriter. If you want to pause that, you can pause it and read it. So I did some nature, maybe autumn kind of quotes and excerpts from books that I found, and I typed them out, and then this I just backed onto some children's writing paper, and then this is a little tuck spot here if you want to tuck some things in there. And then on the flip side of that, we just have a piece of card that I have dyed with some distress stain, and then it's got a gold shimmer on that as well. And then that flips open, and obviously here you can see it's some more gold shimmer and distress stain dye. All right, so coffee dyed papers throughout, some ledger paper there, some book page from a gardening book. Here we have just some, this is more modern stationery, but the colors were perfect. Here is just a little folded piece of notebook paper from like the 80s, so vintage, I guess. Oh God, that made me feel old. I remember using this paper when I was in school because, you know what, it came from my mom's house. Some modern ledger paper. So yeah, just some coffee dyed papers throughout here. Really pretty colors. And not a lot of decoration. I didn't really go overboard on decorating. Kind of wanted this to be maybe more of a writing journal. It is a little bit full already. There's not tons and tons of room left to add more. So this would make a really good writing journal, or if you like to sketch on different kinds of papers, this would be a great one for that. Flat things. I wouldn't add a whole lot of bulk in here because I just don't know that, unless you don't mind the alligator mouth thing, which you would have. So a little bit of Arthur Rackham art in here. So this one I have, no, I ink dyed this one. This one's some distressing ink. We have some packing paper here. This is from a book on how to draw trees and foliage. So really pretty. I just kind of thought, I'm kind of thinking of this as like a nature journal. So yeah, some typography paper here, and then this is got the gold on it as well. This is Tim Holtz paper. Here is another, you can pause it if you'd like. This is a little tuck spot. So I did this on coffee dyed tracing paper, and then I stapled that to the kids' writing paper, and then I put that on top of a scraps collage that I had sewn over each line. So that's what that is. And then over here I made a little pocket out of some vintage packaging. It's actually, here, let me show you the packaging that's left over. What this is Measurement and Control Systems Division. I'm going to keep this and use it in the same way. It's chart paper. So let me show you what was in this little box. It was chart paper. This is really cool. So yeah, so that's what that is. And you'll be seeing this in my junk journals coming up. Honestly, I don't remember if I put some of this in here. I'll make sure and rip some off and include it in this journal, because that wouldn't be very nice of me to give you part of the box and then not give you any of the goodies that were inside of it. And I don't like to not be nice, so I will do that. But yeah, mostly this is like ink, I think, that got spilled or onto it. And it was just so cool. I mean, the colors were awesome. And so it's just a little pocket, and then I just tucked in this little scrap of paper that can be used to write a little note on. And yeah, so lots of fun textures, designs. Here's another Arthur Rackham image. Mixture of vintage and new. New to made to look. Oh, I included two of them, so I got another one. This is a different type. This one is obviously a little bit bigger, and so I've got those just tucked into this little, it's a playing card. It's a vintage playing card. So here you do have a little bit of that in here that you can write a little note on. So tucked there. But yeah, mostly greens and pinks and yellows and golds, a little bit of blue. Here's another one of the quotes. And I left this one free so that you could write on the back or add a little picture or something. Here is another painted page, and then it's got some copper, bronzy copper paint also. So this is some gesso on the packing paper. Here is a page from, it's a patterns for, I guess it was for making lace, but these don't look like lace patterns. They look more like quilt patterns, so maybe they were doing that too. But some of that, and that's vintage. That's probably from the 70s or 80s. I don't remember exactly. Here is another really awesome image. I couldn't cut it down, so I just decided to fold it in half, and let's put that out on this page here like this. So this is the other side of that green. So yeah, really, really cool book. But like I said, I wasn't super thrilled on how the, love that color, it's so cool. Wasn't super thrilled on how this, the spine kind of came out. So, I think I was just tired. I was just too tired when I was working on it, and I wasn't as careful as I usually am, and you know, how that kind of happens once in a while. So, alright, so I'm going to have this available in my Etsy shop, and like always, I will have a link to that in the description box below here on my YouTube video. And if this is an interesting one for you, it will be there, and go take a look. Alright, hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all very soon. Bye!